Hello everyone, this is Supersnoopy here, back with another SWTOR video. Today I have guys another SWTOR discussion video. In today's SWTOR discussion video, we're just going to be going over the gearing fix. So BioWare has said on a live stream and mentioned on other places that they want to change the gearing system just from the current Galactic Command system. Just kind of tweak it a little and just kind of go with different stuff, kind of keep the old system, but at the same time, still include the Galactic Command system. So this is just going to be a video talking about that stuff. I'm also going to be giving away a Cartel Pack. You can be on any server whatsoever, any faction, it doesn't really matter. There will be something in the description, you just got to follow it. It's really simple. Basically, you just got to send a message to me with your character name, just a little keyword, and of course your server and what faction you're on. So I hope you guys enjoy this SWTOR discussion video. As always, if you guys enjoy these videos, then make sure to leave a like. And if you guys want some gaming mints, then check the link in the description down below, Catalyst Gaming Mints. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the discussion. Alrighty guys, let's get into the discussion right now. So as you guys know, in the game Star Wars Republic, there is a gearing system that was introduced with Knights of the Eternal Throne. It is through the Galactic Command system where you get a rank and you have a chance at getting a certain piece of gear. It's completely random. You can get a piece of gear that's really good, for example like a set bonus piece, or you can get a really bad piece of gear that doesn't really help you out too much. Now recently in a live stream that actually happened today and in some other posts and whatnot, BioWare was trying to say and mention that they're going to try to change the gearing system a little bit, kind of go back to the roots of, the old gearing system, but at the same time they're still going to have, this Galactic Command system tied on. So what their plan is, and what I'm kind of seeing from, this whole entire idea, is they want to bring the unassembled pieces back. Now what I mean with, when I say unassembled pieces, I mean, when you complete a certain ops boss, or you kill a certain boss in an operation, you have a chance of actually getting an unassembled piece. I believe they're just gonna have the final boss guarantee one. I didn't really go 100% into the system, but I'm just gonna kind of go off of what I kind of saw in the idea I'm kind of getting from it. So they say that you can get a chance, or rather you just get an unassembled piece from an operation. Then you can go through the Galactic Command system, and when you rank up, you can get some tokens. Then there will be a vendor where you can go to where you get a certain amount of pieces, you get the tokens, and you can get that specific piece of gear. And with war zones, they mentioned that when you participate in the war zones, that you can get these pieces as well. Just get the tokens and then do the same exact idea with operations. Now to be fair, this system is kind of, it's a bit interesting, not gonna lie. Now, I mean, I mentioned in my video before, just, talking about the whole entire idea of just RNG gearing, is I kind of wanted them to, go back in some way, shape, or form, just back to the old gearing system, or kind of implement something where it's not RNG. So, I mean, it is a start. I mean, they are trying to go ahead and get rid of the RNG gearing, which is a really big plus side right there. They just want to kind of eliminate it. But at the same time, it can be a bit confusing, because I believe one of the main reasons they did get rid of the system is they wanted it to be less confusing. Don't quote me on that, but that's from what I hear is some people say that they changed the system just based off of it being a little bit too confusing for newer players. So I feel like this system could be kind of even more confusing than the last system, mainly because now you just got to get tokens from Galactic Command. Once you get those tokens, you got to play a war zone or an operation, just have a chance at getting something. Then you have to go find a vendor on the fleet that has that stuff, and then you just need to get the certain types of gear. It kind of adds a step, in a sense, to the regular gearing process. So it does incorporate the Galactic Command. So, I mean, it's still there, obviously. I assume that they would just, keep the Galactic Command in some way, shape, or form when they did mention the whole entire idea of the gearing through the system. So, I mean, one thing that is nice, at least, is that they're going to be getting rid of this, whole entire idea where you have to grind the Galactic Command system just to do all this content that you might not want to do, or just do something that gives the most CXP. And then of course you can just get certain pieces of gear and just pray to the RNG gods that you get something really insanely good, maybe a legendary or two. So I mean, it seems like they're trying to step back. They are listening in a sense to the players in that point that they want to get rid of the RNG, just get rid of the RNG gearing. But at the same time, it does create something that people do believe is a bit unnecessary, or it can be a bit confusing when it comes down to, newer players just getting into the game, which I do agree that it is a bit confusing. But I mean, it's a somewhat decent compromise, I guess, just because they are trying to change up the system. But at the same time, I can understand why some people are still kind of disagree with this system. And I mean, me personally, I still don't really like this new system because it kind of adds an extra step to the gearing process we originally had. Now, the main question everyone has, is this fix, or rather, the whole entire new concept of gearing, is it really worth it? And will it kind of fix some of the issues we saw with the launch of Knights of the Eternal Throne? This can come down to two answers. It can be yes or no, depending on how you look at it. The yes in the fact that they are getting rid of the RNG gearing, which is a really huge plus that they are getting rid of this, so you don't have to, just pray, like I said, to the RNG gods that you get something. But it's also no because of the fact that people are going to be adding this extra step, and rather, you're just going to have to still kind of deal with the Galactic Command system. You're going to have to do a bunch of content, just, continue to grind out the content. So if you do get unassembled pieces, or you get, an unassembled part, then you need to get those tokens in order, in order to actually purchase it. So some people will dislike that. I mean, with myself, I kind of dislike it. But at the same time, it is better than the current system at least. So that is a kind of an upside just to see with it. Now, I hope that they do kind of, some tweaking with this new system. They kind of look into it and to see that, some stuff could be changed. Because honestly, like I said, I mean, I'm not a developer of the game, but I feel like, they should change something and just try to change something up at least with this new gearing system. Because don't get me wrong, it is a really good sign that they are trying to take a step forward and fix this gearing. But at the same time, they could look into some different issues and just try to change some things up. Because this system can be, I say, kind of worked with, just kind of just see the feedback and to see, how people are actually dealing with it. Because I do understand that, a lot of people, this still kind of keeps the grind of the Galactic Command in place. Because, a lot of people had the issue, including myself, where it kind of rewards the players that play the most. Because, I mean, sometimes you can't really play as often as you want to. Or sometimes you're just really busy. And, you want to just go ahead and just do that one ops with your friends, like, a Nightmare Mode ops. You just want to go with your friends, just do the Nightmare Mode ops, but at the same time, you can only do that real quick and can't really play, much besides that. So, I mean, until we actually see the amount of tokens it costs for each piece, this will just be, kind of different. Because this, I'd say this whole entire idea of just, keeping the grind with Galactic Command could be completely different. Because, I mean, if they just require, like, 2 levels or 3 levels just for, a piece, that could be somewhat understandable. But at the same time, like I said, a lot of people don't really like the whole entire idea of just, grinding through the system just to get a piece of gear. When, back before this expansion, you could just, walk into an operation, just get the piece of gear. Or you could walk into a PvP match, just play the matches, or, the matches constantly and get your PvP gear. Because, in a sense, with PvP, that still kind of keeps the grind because you got to play more matches in order to get the comms. But at the same time, with PvP, you could just keep on doing wins and then you could get more comms. You could just, convert it around on ults. They said that they're going to try to help out with ults with this whole entire new system of gearing. But at the same time, we're just going to have to wait and see until it actually appears in the game. Anyways, guys, I think that's going to be it for this Star Wars Republic discussion video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, kind of going over some of the stuff currently with the game and the quote-unquote gearing fix that's going to be here soon. As always, if you guys enjoyed these videos, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.